Thank you guys for tuning into the channel. So we know that Erik Ten Hag got sacked from Manchester United, and now they're in the market for a new manager. So Sky News just dropped this report today, sometime today, where they're talking about Manchester United, and they're going after this manager, the sporting manager. So let's listen to what they have to say, and I'll get back to you in a second.
Teasing us whenever you come into the studio, Cardiff. What have you got for us? What's the latest news?
Well, look, Sporting believe that Ruben Amorim's move from Sporting to Manchester United is a done deal. Amorim has told Sporting that he wants to move to United. But what Sporting are doing at the moment is defending their interests. And they want to make sure that Amorim leaves the club in the right way after United told them that they were willing to trigger his release clause of 10 million euros, which is just over £8 million. Now, Amorim has a 30-day notice period in his contract. And what he wants to do is move to United straight away. And he wants to take 3 of his coaches with him. So,
yo, man's looking like he wants to rob Sporting of all of his coaches and stuff like that. But Sporting ain't having none of it at all. They're thinking about, you know what, we need to make some money out of this deal, and we might have to let you, work your 30-day notice.
What Sporting are saying is, hey, hold on a minute. We need to be respected in this whole process as well. You've got this 30-day notice period. You want to take these 3 coaches as well. So we need to be compensated for that. And they're asking United for an extra 5 million euros, which is just over £4 million. Now, the coaches he wants to take with him are Carlos Fernandez, Adelio Candido, and also his goalkeeping coach, Jorge Vital.
They're trying to bump the price up on what, but 12 million should be nothing at all for Manchester United, even though, yeah, they spend a lot of money there. But if you want somebody to steady the ship, you've done the background. I'm a United fan, so obviously they've done the background check and all of that, and they've identified this person because Sporting is doing good in their league at the moment, and everybody is being rated as a good coach. So we just have to see what's gonna happen, if they're gonna land them. But Sporting is not going down without trying to milk the pot again, which at the end of the day, we've spent so much money over the years and haven't managed to reap any success in a while. So we're looking for somebody who's gonna push us up the table, and keep us competing, for major trophies. The champion, the Holy Grail, the league, and the Champions League. We want one of them right now. We need one of them right now.
Now, what is happening in Portugal obviously has caused a lot of controversy with Sporting fans, because Sporting fans, of course, they accept the fact that they've got a fabulous manager who's in demand, but they thought that 2 years ago he signed this new contract, and they thought that the contract had various release clauses in it. The first one was for Portuguese clubs, because Amorim himself is a Benfica fan. And the last thing Sporting wanted was for him to ever move to Benfica, or God forbid, go to Porto. So they made sure that his contract said, any Portuguese club that you go to, the release clause is 30 million euros. Then everybody thought, Sporting fans thought, that the release clause for all other clubs was 20 million euros. They thought, okay, that is fair. That's a big amount for any club to pay. But, of course, we've now discovered that at the moment, there is this release clause of just 10 million euros for so-called big clubs. And I think a lot of Sporting fans...
Oh, so that's where it's come from. So like for big clubs, they got the 10 million clause, and then for other clubs, they might have less, or they might, might do some little deal under the table or something like that. But that's where it come from.
Fans are scratching their heads and thinking, what is going on? Why did we have such a low release clause for these big clubs? Because obviously these big clubs, especially from the Premier League, can easily afford to pay £8 million to take our manager. So I think what Sporting are doing is, in a way, compensating for the fact that that low release clause existed. They want to make sure that they get whatever they can and they don't just roll over for United, which is why they're saying, OK, you've triggered the release clause. OK, he's told us that he wants to move to Old Trafford. But hang on a second, we've still got to do things in a way.
See, it's the same thing that I'm talking about, It's the same thing. Even when it's transfer window and everything, as soon as people see or hear Manchester United name, the prices have gone up on every player, manager, whoever we try to sign. As soon as they hear Manchester United is interested, people start bumping the prices up. And it's not fair, but, if we say that we're a big club, then we are a big club and we want to attract some of the best players. Them at this moment, we don't know what's going on with the players. Ten Hag couldn't do it. He couldn't fix them. He couldn't get them over the line. So it was the time for him to go and, go do another project somewhere else. But at this moment, the Premier League and Manchester United in the Premier League is not looking really good. And we need somebody to push us back up the table so we can be a part of that Champions League run. And, just be better. And, we wish Ten Hag all the best in his endeavor, wherever he ends up. Wish him all the best. Maybe we can buck up and him somewhere down the line in some team, which I think we will. So, yeah, let's listen to some more of what this guy got to say.
That suits us as well as United.
Putting you on the spot a bit here, but you mentioned some of the coaches who might be coming and who Ruben Amorim wants to come to Old Trafford with him. But is that any indication that Ruud van Nistelrooy might be staying or going? I mean, the United fans would love him involved in some capacity, wouldn't they?
I mean, I would think.
That's the other story, Ruud van Nistelrooy. What's going to happen to Ruud van Nistelrooy? Is he going to stay on? But apparently I heard that Ruud van Nistelrooy was saying that he didn't want, if he gets a United job, he didn't want the United job temporarily. So obviously he got the ambition to want to be the big boss. But in this day and time, I don't think Ruud van Nistelrooy, not that he's not got the experience or nothing at all. I'm just thinking that he's not ready as yet. He needs to go somewhere and go get some better tutelage. So that he can be a better manager, and then hopefully one day he'll come back and he'll be the manager of Manchester United. Let's go hear some more.
I think that Ruud van Nistelrooy has bigger ambitions than just being part of Ruben Amorim's backroom staff or being just one of a number of coaches. Van Nistelrooy is somebody who's managed PSV. He wants to be a manager himself. I don't have any concrete information on whether he's going to stay or go, but you would think that once Amorim comes in with his own coaches, then Ruud would probably leave and look for other opportunities.
What did you read into the post-match press conference with Amorim last night?
Well, this is interesting because there is a sense that he was actually hung out to dry at that press conference because the way this works. At these news conferences, players and managers have a member of their club's media team sitting next to them. So senior executives at Sporting could have said to the media team, look, we want to protect.
Yeah, I watched a bit of this interview and, people were asking him questions about Manchester United and, he didn't really answer them. But at the end of the day, it looked like for real, like Sporting just left him, hang him out there to dry. And, you deal with the media and they're going to be asking a lot of questions. And it's up to you now for what you're doing.
Our head coach this evening, he's going to go up in front of the media. There's media here from England as well. The famous Gary Cottrell, the Rottweiler, is here as well. Look, we need to look after the manager. So, of course, people are going to ask questions about his future, but limit it to maybe 1 or 2 questions. But that didn't happen at all. There were multiple questions about Amorim's future. And I think that was just another example of Sporting defending their interests and not necessarily protecting their coach, because they know he's off to United, but they want to make sure that it is done in the right way and that they are respected.
You've seen what's gone on and hear what's going on. So let's continue to watch this news. Keep an eye on Sky Sports and, you know, all them other sporting channel that's about, and see what's going to be happening with this, you know, with Manchester and the new manager. Guys, thank you guys for tuning into the channel. If you're not yet subscribed, just hit the subscription button, tap the notification bell so you guys can be notified as soon as I put out any new video. Thank you guys again for watching. Peace.